Hey, everybody. Welcome in. Happy Friday. Friday, lunchtime edition. Happy Juneteenth. Happy Juneteenth. Welcome in. Welcome to a piece of my opinion. Welcome in, Pomo Tribe. Welcome in. How is everybody doing today? How are we doing? How are we feeling? All the things. All righty. Let's see who we got here today. Oh. Hey, Carmen, True Crime, Christina, Danny, D. That's right, D. That's where we at. That's my vibe. Retro. Hey, Miss Yellow Hawk, love and happiness. Mimi. Hey, Mr. CJ, what's going on? Hello, Latrice. Hey. Welcome in, Pomo Tribe. See, we coming on in the building today. Yes, ma'am. Had to rewind with that pencil because we were not getting rid of that mixtape. No, we were not. Mm-mm. Thank you, Carmen. Thank you. I gotta represent. I'm Texas bred and fed. I gotta represent. All righty. Took off for Juneteenth, and the polygamous Ben had me in the trap. Told you, Danny. I told you. I told you we gonna get into it. We gonna get into it next week. Like I say, I want to give people time. The people that's interested, you know what I'm saying, because everybody's not interested, and that's okay. But yeah, we gonna get into that. I'm gonna dedicate just a live to that. Possibly, we'll give it a good 45 minutes to an hour conversation. Um, possibly may have some questions because I've been seeing some questions out there on TikTok about it. Some very good questions. They're asking. I don't know who they're asking, but whoever. It's just good questions about it. So just so y'all, I can get y'all thoughts. Okay. Um. So yes. Okay. Thank you, Black on Purpose, stepping in. Hey, Fifi. Love. I say love and happiness. Yes. Hey, Cassie. Yes. Yes, that's some of the foods that represents that have symbolism for Juneteenth. So that's what those foods are about. So before we get started, um, get down. Yeah, that's just some of the foods that represent Juneteenth, symbolisms for Juneteenth. Um, okay, good, Mimi. Hello, Mimi. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Hey, TD. Okay, yeah. So I mean, I'll make sure, of course, like always, I'll put up announcement because again, we just gonna dedicate a live to that. So it'll just be about that. And if there's any correlation movies y'all seen, we can have that discussion. Um, yeah. I mean, of course, that's not the only good movie I've seen. But it's just, I don't know, it's just something I want us to talk about just to see what y'all think. All right, Texas strong. You got that right. Texas in the building. So, yeah, because you were born in Texas, you know the history of Juneteenth, and not everybody knows the history of Juneteenth, right? I mean, it's becoming more and more known in the last couple of years, but a lot of people just don't know because it was something based down in Texas, of course. So we're gonna watch this little clip here before we get into it today. Because again, over here, I do want us to always, try and learn something new. Um, and because knowledge is power, and once you learn something, then you're making good decisions. Your opinions hold a little weight. Your thoughts can change sometimes, but when you walk around in ignorance, then your opinions really don't mean nothing. They're just something you're saying, but you're not backing it up with any facts. Then it means nothing. Because some people walk around, it's my opinion, but depending on what the conversation is about, your opinion is weightless if it's not backed up with some kind of facts or data. All right. So that's just my thought on that. But okay. All right. So let's look at this little clip here, and then we're going to get into what we're going to get into today. There we go.
I don't think enough people know who Opal Lee is. Most people know Juneteenth. They know it's a holiday now. They know there's a cookout somewhere. They know they don't have to go to work. But the woman called the grandmother of Juneteenth? A lot of people couldn't even tell you her story. In 1939, Opal Lee was 12 years old. Her family had just bought a home in Fort Worth, Texas. 4 days later, on Juneteenth, a white mob showed up. About 500 people. The police were called, but the mob stayed. Opal's family got out, but the mob broke in and destroyed everything they owned. And I keep coming back to that date, Juneteenth, a date that's supposed to commemorate freedom. A 12-year-old Black girl watching a crowd decide that her family didn't belong. On that day of all days, and Opal Lee remembered it for the rest of her life. Now, if you know anything about Black families, you know we don't just carry photographs and heirlooms. We carry stories. The stories our grandparents told, the stories our parents told, the stories we refused to let disappear. And Opal carried that one with her for decades. Most people know Juneteenth as June 19th, 1865, the day Union troops arrived in Galveston, Texas, and informed enslaved people that they were free. But here's the part that gets missed. Too often, really. Abraham Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation 2.5 years earlier. The enslaved people of Texas were legally free. The problem with that is that freedom on paper and freedom in real life aren't always the same thing. It took the Union troops arriving in Galveston to enforce it. That's what Juneteenth commemorates. Not just freedom, the delay, the distance between what the government says and what people actually experience. And if you're Black in America, that theme just keeps showing up, doesn't it? Then Opal Lee got older, much older, 89 years old, an age where people have earned the right to sit down if they want to. But Opal decided to start walking. She wanted Juneteenth recognized as a federal holiday. Originally, she wanted to walk from Fort Worth to Washington, D.C., but her family convinced her not to do the whole trip. So she started walking 2.5 miles in cities across the country instead. But that number wasn't random, y'all. It represented the 2.5 years between the Emancipation Proclamation and Juneteenth. City after city, year after year, she collected more than 1.6 million signatures. And while a lot of people were just discovering Juneteenth, Opal Lee was making sure that nobody could forget it anymore. Then in June of 2021, she stood beside President Biden as he signed Juneteenth into law as a federal holiday. She was 94 years old. The same woman whose home had been destroyed by a racist mob on Juneteenth. The same woman who spent years walking so people would remember the significance of that day. The same little girl from Fort Worth, standing in the White House watching Juneteenth finally receive federal recognition. History usually doesn't give people moments like that, but Miss Lee got one. So that's why we have to keep coming back to her story, because when people think about Juneteenth, they usually talk about the holiday itself, right? But I keep thinking about the people that carried that history long enough for us to inherit it. People who refused to let that story disappear. People who kept telling it even when nobody was listening. People who understood that if you don't protect a story, eventually somebody else is going to rewrite it. Opal Lee is 99 years old. Opal Lee is 99 years old. In October, she will be 100. She is still here, still reminding people what Juneteenth actually commemorates. And if anybody's earned the title of Grandmother of Juneteenth, it's probably the woman who spent the majority of her life making sure that the rest of us remembered. Say her name, Opal Lee.
Alrighty, so I just wanted to show that so some people can understand the significance of what, when you hear Opal Lee's name, Juneteenth. because we know racism is alive and well. It's never going anywhere, right? Because it's taught generation after generation after generation. So it's going to be here. But it's just a matter of people standing strong in who they are, knowing the history, trying to keep the history alive. It's very, very important. Okay. Because even when I put that TikTok up this morning, some dude came over there talking about it's pretty sad. I don't know if the word was sad, but he was just like, oh, y'all have a month and now y'all have a date. US is doomed. And I was going to come back at him, but I just deleted the comment because I'm like, no, I'm not giving you my energy because I already got to deal with this gutter snipe today when I do this live. So I'm not going to give you that energy. But it seems always that they have to come out the woodworks and just talk where you're not needed to talk. Like, okay, if you don't like the tick, keep on moving. You don't have to stop and take your time, take away seconds of your life you're not going to get back to type something like that. It's just like the ignorance of it all. So that's where we are with that. But yes, I'm saying it's for a lot of women out here. That's why I'm heavily into women's history, Black women history, because of all the things that women have done in history, right? A lot of times the men get the attention, but when you go read the real stories, you'll see who was actually starting it all. And just because, women didn't have rights, they weren't able to be out in the front. So that's why it's really a big deal. One of the big deals about Opal, because when she decided to do this, of course, women have their rights. So, yeah. A white coworker said that to me a few years back. It's been up ever since, right? Like you just come at your mouth when you don't need to. Just be quiet. Like being quiet and silent is very important in some situations. But let me moving on. I don't want to even because that in itself can be a whole nother live too. Because I'm heavy on that. Okay, let's see what we got. Let's see who came in the building. Okay. Hey, Yvonne. Hey, President Barack, Michelle's beautiful speech was so fitting. Yep. And I was just looking before I click live. That's why I was kind of running behind because I was looking at some dates to go to Chicago because I want to go to the center. I've been before. I really liked it when not the center, but Chicago. And I want to take me another trip. So I think I'm going to head on over there. And I want to go to the center that they just opened. Mm-hmm. Been to Texas all my life, been to Galveston many times. I don't recall seeing. Oh, you're talking about the memorial? I think someone asked them about a memorial. Yeah, I'm not sure about that either. I'm not sure. Okay, let's see. It was just what our nation needed yesterday, seeing former presidents from different parties have a bond. You can see outside of appearances, the latter can never. Yeah. And someone made a post about that on Instagram. Like they may have not all been great presidents, but they all presidential. Because no president has been perfect. Because we can always say that nobody's perfect, and everybody's not always going to be happy, and everybody can't always be happy. Everybody can't always be pleased, right? We know that, but they are presidential. They was in their role of being a president. So, that's what that was about. And you're presidential when you go to an event like that, right? That you don't, yeah. Oh boy. Here we go. Wow, Prairie Stoner, really? But the 4th of July is a federal holiday, and they're not. Okay, so we know what that's all about. See, I don't work in that kind of environment, so I don't, that is not something that is anybody can, have anything to say about. And that's the thing about it. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, in this big wide world, people are so quick to say, why is everything about race? Because it is. That's It is. And black people say that, white people say that. Everything in this world is about race. Stop the madness. Stop the delusion. It is. All right? It just is. So you just got to take it for what it is and deal with it how you deal with it. But it is. All right? I mean, the envy and the jealousy, it runs deep. We're going to see that today in today's throwback. Okay? So again, let's go ahead and get into it because again, we can spend the whole time talking about that in itself, right? But let's go ahead. I just want to make sure I emphasize the Juneteenth. Even though I just realized I got a misspelled word here. I'm hardcore about spelling, so I can hit myself in the head for that one. But let's go ahead and move along. Let's get it rocking. Let's go ahead and get it rocking. Oh, it's right here. Now we're going to do a throwback on this one on Rumi today. I know she put out, well, let's do the agenda and then we'll kind of talk about what she's done in the last couple of days and then we're going to get into this throwback. So I titled my live Stuck in a Circle of Loneliness because of those who've been here pretty much every day, you know, I've been talking about this circle that her life is in. So, you know, her life is a lie, but it's also going in a circle. All right. And it doesn't have any disconnecting points. It's just one big circle. So, you know, same terms we have used on her several times, but again, I like to put the different definitions up. A personality disorder is a mental health condition involving long-lasting patterns of thinking, feeling, relating to other people, and behaving that differ significantly from cultural expectations and create difficulties in daily life. All right, so we got borderline personality disorder. Now there's about 12 different type of personality disorders out here that, you know, the professionals diagnose people with. I'm not a professional. Again, I'm not a psychiatrist, therapist, none of that. So I'm not diagnosing her. I'm just saying this is what it looks like. That's it, and that's all. So borderline of personality disorder, strong, intense emotions, often in reaction to how they perceive and believe others are treating them. Their emotions are difficult to control. These individuals have strong emotional reactions, difficult to control, have problems in interpersonal relationships and self-image. So, yeah, like I say, what I see, this is something that pops up with her. Because, of course, histrionic personality disorders is one of those 12. So when we talk about HPD with her, all of these are in the same category. All right. So she have problems in interpersonal relationships and she has problems with her self-image because that's all she ever talks about. All right. And that's the only reason that other people talk about it is because she talks about it. Narcissistic personality disorder, they would take advantage of others if necessary to get what they desire. Individuals with NPD are envious of others who have more than them and or believe that others are jealous of them. Now, I brought this up because we're gonna go to this throwback, and it's not even it's not a real, it's a throwback. This one she did back in maybe February, so it's not that far back, right? But we're going to pay attention to how she talks. Okay. Hey, Banana. Hey, Nia. Brianna. Happy Juneteenth. Welcome in. All right, look into borderline mothers. Is that what it's called? Borderline mothers. Hey, Michelle. Okay. Hey, Katie. All right, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. I was getting ready to say something. Oh, yeah, I think so, Christina. Like I say, I'm not a therapist, psychologist, none of that. Now, have I had those type of classes? Yes, I have, and I loved them. I loved my psych classes, my sociology classes. I loved all those classes. So that's why I think I chose to do this when I started my page, because yes, I have an interest in it, but it's not, it's not my field per se. Yeah, I just leave it at that per se. All right. I was gonna say something. Oh yeah. So the vlogs that she's been putting out, I'm not going over that. When I did a little two shorts on something she said. I can't even remember what she said now because she just be saying so much. But it's the overdoing it for me. It's the reactors run you for me. It's this you run into the park every day now. Of course, everything has to be free, and I'm gonna keep saying that everything has to be free. But now, as you run into the park every day, and trying to be overly nice, and the little TikToks you put now with the little slow music talking about your baby boy, all of this you doing, Liv, it's just too performative for me. It's too, and the timing is so it's so whack. It's whack. And no, I don't even know. The live she did, maybe we'll go over that tomorrow or something. But you can tell that you're trying so, like you said in your little video, you're trying so hard to do the right things and instead of just doing it. Why you got to announce it? But you know why? Because that's not your norm. It's not your norm. And that's unfortunate. But everything everybody said about you is so true. Yeah. I want to stay in. I want to stay in a Juneteenth state of mind, but I know we're gonna. I'm gonna have to deviate from it to deal with this. I am. Banana said in the. Banana summed it up just. And tears coming out of my eyes because I'm just thinking about the. And that's exactly it right there. Trying to put all the slow music behind him and rub it on his head, my baby boy. And by next week, he gonna be everyday mother's son. And then you want to talk about the cursing. And like I said in the short, you only worrying about the cursing that you have been doing around him for all of his life. That's the only thing you worrying about is that you curse around him. Because remember, you say you don't care about all the different men coming in the house. None of that. All you concerned about is the fact he's cursing. And then you want to talk like you mother of the year. They're just gonna copy us. Duh. We told you that you supposed to be you are supposed to be your child's first teacher. We've said all that over here. But we're haters and we're jealous. Okay. There we go. There we go. That right there is it. That's what I'm talking about, Banana, right there. And it's just overdoing it. Yeah, it's nauseating. Yeah, yeah, it's nauseating, it's extra, the music. And then I want to say this too. The vlog that she did about being run off the road. First of all, you wouldn't run off the road. People drive fast, they drive fast, number one. Number two, why didn't you show that part? You cut that out the vlog because you was driving without a seatbelt. So you see how they work. Even if it was a situation where you was going to be run off the road, you probably didn't have a seatbelt on. So you didn't put that part in the vlog, right? Because I know you had that camera on. Because you have the camera on every time you in the car. So it's so surprising that you didn't put that part in the vlog. But as soon as you got to your destination, then you want to put that in the vlog. Come on, girl. Yeah. So when people tell you should have your seatbelt on, that's what you should do. Tell me I got my two babies in the car. Was okay. And you have your two babies in the car when you're riding around without a seatbelt. You have your two babies in the car when you don't make sure that they're buckled in correctly in those car seats. Yeah, and I'm talking about some the old live. Girl, you wasn't gonna do nothing but what you did. That's it. Like, come on. Yeah, you don't want to put on no seatbelt, but you want to sit there. You left that part out the vlog though, all right? No, she didn't call the police. She didn't say something. She just blew a horn and flipped them off. Okay, so yeah, next breath, yeah, everything under the sun. And somebody was posting under my shorts or whatever. They was like, yeah, CPS must have really said something to her because she really been trying to act like she's a mother. But it's just like Katie said, it's exhausting. It's nauseating. It's exhausting because it's not real. Okay, you doing all this. It's the little things. Okay, it's been the little things. It's been the little things from when you had Robin. Why is it taking you so long to regurgitate all this? You regurgitating the last couple of days because that's all you doing. Just regurgitating what everybody else been already saying. Okay, girl, but let's go ahead. That's what we trying to understand. And some people saying they think it's because CPS been coming up over there. And of course, she not gonna tell really what's being said. She just want to say that, oh, they're gonna close the case and they did that. Yeah. But here's the deal. All them times they was calling CPS, it wasn't just about pictures. You see how she keep just focusing on these quote unquote pictures. People have been calling CPS by the way you've been mistreating those kids over there. That's the part she's not saying out her mouth. She want to keep everybody talking about some pictures. No, you know good and well that is not the only reason people have been calling CPS on you. You know it. That's why you've been over there again trying to act like you're changing. Okay. Now all of a sudden you can go to the park every day where you're supposed to be packing to move. Okay. So let's go ahead. I just want to throw that little bit out there because these little videos she been making, I'm like, girl, come on. Yeah, just I mean, I can't tell you to be yourself because yourself is evil and mean, but I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know. I mean, I guess at least the kids are benefiting from her facade, right? Because we always got to try to find something positive. So I guess we can say at least the kids are benefiting from her facade. Right. Yeah. So I guess that's how we'll look at that. Mm-hmm. Want to cover up the little girl and want to do all that. They want to call everybody else weirdos. Girl, stop it. You would know about weirdos. And now I miss my mommy, my mommy, my mommy. Girl. But yeah, we're gonna say that here. We're gonna look at this. Let's get it going. Let's say it, see it in here. Let me get this up here. Where'd you see that at, Steve? When did that happen? Because I didn't even know that happened. Wow, you know what? Black on Purpose. She's doing all this vlogging and fuel live so she can edit her true behavior. She knows CPS is watching her videos. Wow, you know what? I didn't think about that. Yeah, because remember she said she wasn't gonna be vlogging anymore because people wasn't watching the vlogs. Now all of a sudden, yeah, she putting the vlogs back out and she definitely edited them big and strong. Because yeah, you always in every one of your vlogs, you driving in the car. Now all of a sudden, the one that you was getting ran off the road, you didn't put that in the vlog. Mm-hmm. Yeah. She said somebody hit, but I think it was her fault because if it was somebody else, she would have made videos about it and showed pictures. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't remember that. I didn't remember hearing that one, but but that's probably one of them long lives. And yeah, the insurance part too, right? And then she's not an adult. She doesn't handle business, so she wouldn't even do nothing with insurance anyway. She always trying to make her audience think she's a different person. Yeah, she know it. That's why in that last one she was like, I know it may sound crazy because I've said it so many times. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Hey Rosie, welcome in. Hey 80% Cat Diaries, welcome in. Okay, let's get into it. So we're going back to this one. It's up and it's stuck. Again, this was just about, I want to say on the February time frame, so it's not that far back. But it's just a couple of things I want to say. Because again, you can look at any of hers and have something to say. Even if you've already seen it before, you can always kind of think about what she has done since this time, what she has said since this time, all of that. Because again, that digital footprint is something that's a beast.
Girl. And for people to come up in here. Thank you, Lord, for this food. Thank you so much. Hey, Hey, ooh, and it's good too. Hey, y'all. Hey, you beautiful Queen Nana. Hey, girl. Hey, all my beauties. What the hell are you eating? I'm gonna show you in a second. We're gonna eat together. Okay? We do everything together over here. We eat together. We struggle a little bit together. We go through our ups and downs together. But most of all, we eat together. You understand? But I love you guys.
I have to say this, like, I don't get this, and this is just me. Of course, it's just me because I'm saying it. But this whole I love you guys stuff. And I guess because I don't deal in fake and phoniness, I just don't. In my real life, I don't deal with that. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe in just throwing out words just to throw out words, and I just don't. And this whole thing with her is I love y'all, but you don't know these people. And the way she talked to them like they just her friends. The way people come and go in her chat, it's like she talks to them like they are her friends. Because I know she don't have any friends, not a single one. But that in itself tells me it's something wrong with you. I know real content creators, the ones that go live, because a lot of them just do videos, so it's kind of different. But the ones that go live, and I said the real content creators, yes, they build community. And that they will have some of the same people in their chats that they maybe had for years. I haven't known they've had their page. So I get that part. And they could possibly, love that program. They maybe met them once or twice, whatever. Like I say, I've seen some real content creators in those scenarios. But her, it's like, and she say it so much, like it's not even something she really do for her own kids. It's like you could tell she longing so much for people, for a friend, and she just don't have one.
Happy Sunday. I know I look a hot freaking mess, girl. I look a hot mess, but I wanted to show you guys an update of my place. It's still kind of not together, but
show you an update, but it's not together. So again, it's back in February, but girl, she always say that like she's on FaceTime or on the phone with one of her girlfriends.
Yeah. Here's my dining room. Okay, it's a messy. I want to get a rug. I used to have a rug. I want to get a cute little rug. Look at this table. Look at this table. Shout out to Stephanie. Okay, shout out to Stephanie. Yeah, she did that. My babies are gonna love that table. Come over here. Living room a little messy. I'm not gonna lie, but it's getting together. Okay. Now, I finally got the babies' room together. It's not done though, but look how cute. So I want to it's going to be more put together, but it's just not, but it's ready for them to come home. That is literally all toys. So I have to get like a big ass bucket for all their toys. Okay. But yeah, we're getting shit done. Okay. And then mama's room, it's coming together. It's coming together, right, y'all? And look, y'all, I took a lot more fragrances out. So we're going to have our fragrance talk. Okay. I have to get, girl, I have a whole nother box. But anyway, my baby, he put that. So cute. Okay. Anyway, yeah. So it's giving Olivia. Okay. It's giving.
Exactly. It's giving you mixed match, trashy, no aesthetics, cheap looking. Yeah, you're right. It's giving you. Exactly. And to think you so happy about that. Yeah. Right. Come on now. And I don't know. I think she might mention some about that in this video here, but we're gonna remember what you just said, Mimi. Yeah. Remember, guys, if those you coming in, this is a throwback. This is titled is up and it's stuck. So yes, it's gonna look like right now today because she's wearing the same shirt. Hair still the same. It's the same apartment, but this was back from this was back in February. Okay.
Decor by Olivia. Y'all know how I puts it together. I can make I can make a piece of shit look good. Okay, just give me a minute. I'm gonna eat.
No, you lying.
We gonna eat together. Cute and cozy. That's all I care about. Cute and cozy.
Yeah, you missed the mark. You missed the mark.
I want to talk to you guys while I eat. I got some shrimp. Yes, we got some fried shrimp. Okay. Ooh, girl.
Ooh, girl.
Okay. My baby he took me here last night. And I went back today like a fat ass. It was so good.
They wash the hands.
This is fish. I am gonna enjoy, y'all. How was your Sunday? Good this Sunday? I had a great Sunday. Got some shit done. I gotta get more shit done because I go pick up my babies this week. I leave tomorrow. I'm so excited to see them. You guys have no idea. I'm so excited.
You can tell.
And we got some fruit punch. This is kind of like a mukbang. A little bit. Gotta put hot sauce all over the fish and the french fries. And yeah. You're buying Papa John's for dinner? You know how I know this place is good? Because their tartar sauce is good. If a place got good tartar sauce, honey, it's good.
She just has always just looked like she has a stench about her. Like she really like look like someone that lives in the trailer park. And I mean the trailer park, the old ones, like I always say, them white ones, the baby blue, the dusty baby blue ones. That's what she looked like to me. Always. Like, ugh. Yeah, someone said she got 2 trays. Yeah, 2 different trays of food. Yeah, all that fried food. Yeah, she called him a baby because she had just met him. Remember, this is February. That cat daddy, yeah, she had just met him. And yeah, she was calling him her baby and all of that. Yeah.
I'm picky about my tartar sauce. Papa John's is bomb. Enjoy that. Girl, they're talking about 18 inches of snow in NYC. Oh my God. Wow. What's up and stuck? We're going to talk about it right now. Hey, Cynthia. We're eating some fish, French fries, corn fritters, and some shrimp. I want you guys to see the food. Oh, you can see the food. So yeah. Okay. Let's take a bite first before we start talking.
She eats like a child. Look at her. Look down here. Like this how kids eat. And then she eating at the styrofoam. Now, I don't do that. If I'm at that type of restaurant, because, you know, places like this, they serve in styrofoam. So, yes, I do eat in them type of places. But if I'm eating in the restaurant, I'm not taking the food to go, then of course I'm going to eat it in the styrofoam. Or if we're eating in the car, of course. But if I'm at home, I'm not eating like this. I'm taking it out and putting it on a plate. Number one. That's just me. They don't make, you know, hey. But then it's just the food, like all this ketchup all over everything. And I don't know. It just looks, she eats like a child to me. Like, I don't know. Didn't wash her hands. And just watch her when she's eating. It's just so gluttonous and childlike. I don't know. Just, hey, Tiny House. Welcome in, sweetie. Yeah, meal doing old pennies. Y'all know y'all be setting it off up in here. Yeah. But the kids aren't even there yet, D. So the deal is she was getting the good food when they wasn't there. That's what that was. The kids aren't there yet. This is before, like she just stated, this before she flew to California to go get the kids. Oh, that part, Steve. That part. Anybody think they can take her to a nice restaurant, they're going to get embarrassed. For sure. Because her etiquette is off the charts. Like that again, to me, just looks so childish. I just don't see. No. Let's just keep it rocking.
Okay. I'm so excited to see AJ and Kailani. You guys have no idea.
Everybody be
okay, period. You had a good Sunday. Good productive Sunday. I love that. I love that for you. That's right, Mama. And she said I worked out for 2 hours.
Hey, Christina.
That's right, girl. I can't see the comments.
Thank you, Miss B. Thank you, Miss BG.
That kind of fruit punch. That's the fruit punch I'm drinking now. Hi, y'all. I love tartar sauce, but it definitely has to be good. Yes. I I made chili yesterday. Today we're gonna eat it with baked potatoes. Ooh, that sounds good. I don't know the gender of the baby yet. But you know what, you guys? You know what I realized? Before my man left today, I had to talk with him. I told him, he's like, I can't wait to see you, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, we're going to miss each other, right? He's like, hopefully, you know, everything will be fine when you come back. And we had the talk of him meeting the babies. And I told him, you know, I don't want to introduce another man to my kids unless I know it's going to last. Like, for real, for real. I said, you have a lot of things to think about. I have a lot of things to think about. Yes, we love each other. And I know we want to be together, but I know he has, you know.
Now, those of you, if you're confused, she talking about Cat Daddy. They hadn't even known each other a good week when this happened. Her man, they love each other. She wasn't going to let him meet the kids. And I did a live, I'm sure I did a recording or a live or something over this when she did this. And I already had said, as soon as she touched down, he going to be over there. And that was the case. As far as those two smaller ones go. Yeah, as soon as she touched back down in Texas, he was over there. So this is what we mean about you, all this talking you like to do, Liv. It means nothing. It means nothing. You love him and didn't even know this dude a week. Y'all love each other. Well.
It's a big deal. And I come with a lot. Oh, I'm sorry, I keep touching the table. I come with a lot. You know, I'm not single. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not like a single woman with no kids. So I told him, I want you to think about it this week. Like, if you're really down for this, like taking care of me and my children, like for real. We'll see.
Taking care of her and her children.
You know, he can bow out at any time and go about his business. We'll see. He said what I thought he was going to say, but we'll see. Okay. Because, you know, the next man that comes into AJ and Kailani's life, I want him to, you know, take on that role. Not be their father, but just be that male figure in their life, you know? So.
And again, she had this man over there as soon as they touched down. And I said it back then, like they got shifted from you back in December when you went to jail. They swooped off to California. And AJ knows Stella because he's has lived with Stella on many occasions. She kept him for a long time. So he's familiar with his grandmother. Kalani, not so much. Okay. But, you know, she's a little baby or a toddler. So she made the adjustments. And of course, she was going to be treated right. Then, so they there for a good month or two. And then here you come, going to swoop them back up and bring them back to Texas. They haven't been around you. And soon, and they look up, here come this man walking in the door. Now, when they left, the man that was in their face was Joey and Gamer Boy. Those two men were in their face when she left, and when they left to California. They came back from California. Now a whole totally different man is looking in their face. So those of you coming in, yes, this is a throwback. It can look new because she's wearing the same t-shirt and same hairstyle, but this was back in February, okay? So yes, this was after she got out of jail. Because you know when she's in this apartment, that's after she got out of jail. Yeah, so I just want to set that scene up. Yeah, come into a completely different apartment. all of that. But in your new situations, your new vlog, you want to talk about him cursing, but we're not going to address everything else that they've been through in his young age. And she said this several times, guys, about men coming into the life. She said that about Gamer Boy when people was going at her about him hitting. She made that comment then. He needs a male figure. So any man come around, she's expecting them to play the male figure in their lives, but she don't want the fathers to be in their lives. Huh. And like I said, she can't make them be, but she can also make it easier for them to be. Because if she make it accessible and they don't do it, now you can say 1,000%. Because right now they're 100% deadbeats, but you can say 1,000% they're deadbeats because you opened the door for them to be in their child's lives, and they're not doing what they need to do. Okay, and that's my opinions on that. Yeah, hold a sign just saying yeah. But he gonna come in and supposed to come in. That's why she don't mind him talking to the kids crazy, because in her eyes, like she talked to him crazy, she think that's being a mother. That's why she say, I'm the mother. I'm the mother. If AJ say why, because I'm the mother, she think that's being a mother. So a man coming in, hitting and raising his voice, oh, he's playing the role of a father. That's a father. She don't know what a father is. She didn't grow up with one. So she don't know all the different aspects of being a father, just like she don't know the different aspects of being a mother. She just know how to make babies.
We'll see. He got to think about it. I want him to think about it. Because especially AJ. AJ don't play no games. Okay. AJ's gonna run down the questions for your ass. Who are you? Where you from? What do you want? Why you here? You feel me? AJ's gonna ask all the questions. And you know, no one's coming in and out anymore. It's not happening. Okay, who it is? So we'll see. Like I told you guys, he is taking on a lot because not only do I have 5 kids, but I'm pregnant. So we'll see, y'all. It's on him. But either way, I'm gonna be good. Regardless. Yeah, I don't want them to get attached to anybody. Yeah, for real. I had that real talk with him, and I just, you know, I do want a man in their life consistently. What mother wouldn't want that for their kids? But it has to be the right one, and he has to know that you're taking on this responsibility if you're fucking with me. So if you want to, come on. If you don't, bye-bye. Simple as that. It's up to him. But this shrimp is bomb. Okay, guys. Yeah, AJ is like, yeah, exactly. And AJ really thinks that. He really thinks he's the man of the house. He's the protector. Anything that goes down with me, mommy, what's wrong? Mommy, what happened? Mommy, what happened? Like,
he do not think he's the man of the house. Stop putting that on him. And she do that a lot when she tell him, don't cry. Big boys don't cry. And that's people, a lot of parents do that. And it's like you rushing them past their stages of life and trying to rush him into a role that he's not. He's not a man. He's a little boy. And he's soaking in everything that he see. So while you thinking that's cute, he's asking up some of these questions he's asking. It's not cute. All these men he done seen more men than his age. Okay, so stop saying he's a man of the house. He's not. Like, he's a little boy, and he's an unprotected little boy because he done been yelled at by different men, hit by different men. So stop it.
Like, AJ, I could be on the phone. AJ could see me upset. Mommy, who you talking to? What happened? Like, he always asks me a million questions.
Hey, Sean, happy Juneteenth.
So he, you know, AJ and Kailani deserve to have, you know, somebody who cares. Well, we'll see. And today was my man's first day of not smoking. So I was like, baby, just go home, because I don't want to. He wasn't like in a bad mood or anything, but I could tell like he was like, he wanted to smoke. I'm like, go home and relax. So we'll see y'all. Yeah, AJ is gonna analyze him head to toe. For real. Thank you, baby.
And she's so comfortable calling a strange man her man and baby. It's like she is so comfortable doing that. Like, you were just with Gamer Boy less than a week or so ago, and you already calling some other dude your man, and you pregnant by another man, and you just like it.
I went to his house the other day.
Liar.
Oh, I didn't read that comment.
Yeah, she's lying.
No, I do not want to be around him during his withdrawals. No, I do not. And I told him today, I was like, baby, you can smoke. Like, I'm not going to be on your ass about it. Like, if you want to smoke, just smoke. He was like, no, I want to quit. I'm like, okay. He doesn't want to smoke anymore. So that's even better. Yeah. The fish is good, girl. Yesterday they gave me bigger pieces, but it's cool. They were stingy today. It's so good, though.
Hey, Malish. Hey, Belina.
I don't know what this is. I don't know if it's catfish. I'm guessing it's catfish.
It's ask. Like, who orders fish and don't ask them what type of fish it is? This girl is as clueless and dumb as about 3-4 rocks stacked on top of each other. Look how this look down here. It just, again, looks so childish. She just look a mess. And look where I stopped it at. Look at her. And this who y'all say cute. Yeah, I don't think she went nowhere about where that man lived. She just making it up because they asked her. Because, you know, she just, instead of just telling the truth, she'll just lie. Yeah, who would you order? Like, who orders fish and don't know? Like, it's like, what kind of fish is it? Like, it's most times they actually have it on the menu. But if they don't, then they don't. You just ask them what kind of fish. But I guess it wouldn't matter anyway, because she don't know the different type of fish. So she just said whatever came out her damn mouth. Yeah, she ain't never been to none of their houses. Hey, Conscious. Hey, 32. Welcome in. Happy Juneteenth. Hey, Kelly. Hey, Reed. Welcome in. Welcome in. We're doing a throwback. It's up and it's stuck. So if you look at this, if it looks like it's something she recently did, no. Because she's wearing the same t-shirt, same hairstyle, but this is back in February. Okay, back in February. And somebody put, yeah, he already gone. It's June. He was gone by May. No, February, March. Wasn't he gone by March, guys? Wasn't Cat Daddy gone by March? He wasn't around that long. He was not around that long. By March, he was gone. Yeah.
So I want to dye my hair. And I'm kind of debating if I should. I mean, I'm going to have to either way. So maybe I should just do it. I don't know. Because then maybe I should just wear wigs. I mean, either way, I'm going to wear wigs. But maybe I should just wash my wig. The wig that I want to take out there. I do want to press out my hair because I want to see it in like a little bob. I think that'd be cute. But you guys, I have to dye it. I have so much gray. Yeah, black. This ish is good, girl. It is. It really is. This is my craving. Fruit punch is my craving right now. It's so good. So I have a lot of grays too. Well, dye that shit, girl. I think that look nice. Thank you. Thank you, Patty Ann. Yeah, I'm excited to go back home. See my family. Reconnect. I'm gonna see my dad. I'm really excited to see him. I miss him. My grandma. Cousins. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be really nice. I haven't been in LA in so long.
Now, she didn't do none of that. And I don't know who this daddy is she keep talking about, but okay. But she did none of that. When she went, we didn't see no cousins. We didn't see no visit with dad. She was such in a rush to get back to Texas, because if you really miss somebody and you want to reconnect and you haven't been there in such a long time, why didn't you spend some time there? You should have spent a good month there. It's not like you had a job to get back to. It wasn't like kids are in school. They got to get back to a public school. School gonna be starting. It wasn't like you was rushing to see the Web3. You could have spent a good month in California if you really was feeling like you want to reconnect with people, all them people you just talked about, spend time with your grandmother. No, you was in and out of there, in and out. That's why I say her moving back to California, okay, it's not gonna last. Because she can't deal. She can't be locked up in that house with them people for that long period of time. And what are these cousins that you're talking about that you don't never mention? You don't ever mention talking to no family members, nobody. Only person you ever talk about is Stella. Okay? So, and you can even tell the way you're saying it that it's all false. Spend time with my cousins. You didn't do nothing. Nobody wants to be around you.
Let me say this because this has been like weighing on me.
And let me say this real because she's going to get into the first reason she did this live. Also, you could have been there for a month and you could have had some real content by actually going around California, taking the kids out to different spots. That would have been content. Yeah, but you didn't take the kids nowhere. You had no content in California, just you going to eat by yourself. That's it.
Try not to say anything because
But you ripped LA so hard.
when I tell you certain people are cut and are going to stay cut, because I give people opportunity and they take advantage of it. And to me, when you take advantage of the opportunity that I give you, it's like you're saying fuck you to my face. You know what I mean? Kailani's sperm donor got on here and said that he talked to my mom and, you know, when he was trying to look for clout, he said that he talked to my mom and the kids are good. And let me say this. I'm guessing he was assuming because he saw my mom there before. Oh no, when did he come? When was my mom there? Because he met my mother when she was there, when he got there. That wasn't August. That was October. So my mom was there in October and then she came back in December. He just assumed that my kids were with my mother because he assumed. Anyway, he doesn't know shit. He did not talk to my mom. My mom would never talk to him. He doesn't have my mother's number. I guess he said that to like get you guys off his back. Like I said, I'm not in the business of keeping anybody away from their children. But when I give you an opportunity to see your kid, an opportunity that you never took on your own, you only did it because I allowed you to, or not even allowed you, I made a way for you to see your child. And then you get online and try to.
She using that, guys. Y'all know I look at the little shit. She's so damn gross and nasty. She using that same little paper towel to wipe her fingers. That same one she keep throwing up there in the corner and keep pulling it up and using it. You don't have no other napkins or paper towels you can use. That's number one. Number two, this is shit like when I say about her and Stella are one and the same, because Stella would never talk to him. But when he was all up in that apartment, y'all were both in his face. Y'all was both so lovey-dovey to him. Now all of a sudden she would never talk to him, but he's supposed to be the father of her granddaughter. He didn't do no more to Liv than Liv did to him. Yeah. And now she want to talk about this in February. Who cared? At this point, no one was even talking about what Joey had said, what Joey had did. Nobody was even talking about that. So again, this is that rehash. That's why we call you Rumi, because you always rehashing things that no one is even talking about. Nobody was talking about that at this point.
Humiliate me and talk bad about me when all I did was try to help you see your child. To me, that's like a fuck you in my face. You know what I mean? That's like, I don't give a fuck about her. I don't give a fuck about none of y'all up in this bitch. So, unless he does humongous amends, he will never see Kailani again. I don't think he cares. I know he doesn't care, but he's a fucking liar.
So what did that have to do with anything? So that goes back to what I just said about you. So yes, we can talk about the men all day long, but we're going to talk about you forever, because you always double talking. I'm not having to keep him away, but now next thing out your dirty mouth is, unless he makes amends, he just won't see Kalani. So he got to kiss your ass before he can see his daughter. That's what you just said. But he had a right to come on here and do what he did, in my opinion, If he wanted to come online and do it, he didn't have to do it because he could have just ignored her like Gerard and do. But you just did that whole big spectacle with his other baby's mother, and you were calling him all kinds of names. So that's the thing with you. You think that you can do what you want to do, but nobody else should come online saying nothing about you. You can get on here and say whatever you want to say, but y'all bet not come on here and say anything because I'll run this internet. She's going to pretty much say that in a minute. I'll run this. So he can't see his daughter because he hasn't apologized to you. Did you apologize to him and Carmen? Okay.
He talked to my mama. I really want to say that because my mom told me that shit when I was in jail. He's posting that he talked to me. I never talked to that man. He doesn't even have my number. I'm like, Mama, I know. He's crazy. See, his bitch ass never got back on here. You played with me, and that's your fault. But like I said, he doesn't care about Kailani anyway, and it's okay. Honestly, good riddance. Good fucking riddance, honey. Yeah, he told you guys a lot of stuff with zero proof. I'm not even gonna.
It's everything he said. He didn't need proof. All he did was talk about how y'all met. He didn't say nothing that needed proof. He talked about the fact you didn't go to the Target interview. You didn't. Like, I mean, I didn't run over there to follow the man. I did do a live. I did do a recording over what he said. I did. Because it's really pathetic that a man wants to come on here and debunk you. It's like, come on, that's how we got to think about it. Yeah, he did want some money. I wasn't giving him a dime. I didn't care nothing about it's not that important to me. But what proof? It's like everybody always have to have proof. She don't ever need proof, but they need proof. Everybody need proof but her. I don't get that part. You think what is made up, D? Somebody came up in here. Hey, DM. Welcome in. I think I saw Chardonnay. Hey, Chardonnay, welcome in. Happy Juneteenth. Oh, you didn't see any of his lives? Yeah, I think I did 2 recordings or something because I don't think I was going live back then. I think I did 2 recordings over his lives. I mean, we can do that as a throwback another day based on this, what she's saying. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for hopping in. True crime. Thank you. Oh, yeah. I mean, he did say that. He did come on live and say that when she went to jail, everybody was going at him about what you gonna do. Your daughter your daughter out here and this girl going to jail. And he did say he talked to Stella. Yeah, now if she lying or is he lying, who knows? You know what I'm saying? Because her mama a liar too. Her mama will lie too. So is she lying or is he lying would be the question. Okay. But he did come out here and say that. But the thing is, nobody cares. You know what I'm saying? Because what you just say, he got to make amends to you before he can see his daughter. Because you don't care if these kids have their fathers or not. And yeah, he didn't make an effort for 2 years to come see his daughter. He did not. And he only came because she bought that plane ticket. We know all of that. You know what I'm saying? But at some point, if a man is trying to see his child, let him. If he makes an effort and get his own ticket and do all the things, why you stopping him? Like he came and bought some clothes. She refused to get the clothes from him. Yeah. Little shit. He bringing gifts and you refusing the gifts. So, yeah, it's always about her. It's never about those kids. You're right.
Address anything he said because it's irrelevant. It's like addressing a hater. You know what I mean? Like, The nigga was a hater all along.
Everybody hates.
Unfortunately. But I don't know why these niggas come around me and they hate on a bitch. Like, nigga, you could never do what I do.
See, you can never do what I do. She always saying that, like she run the internet, like she's just so awesome on this social media, and nobody can do what she do. Girl, you're a laughing stock. You on the side of the internet of the horrible gutter snipes. That's the side you reside in. The bad mom section, the deadbeat section, the trashy section. That's where you reside on this internet. Justin's mom. Hello, everyone. I'm new here. Welcome in. And I know a little bit about Liv. Well, do tell. Do tell. We like that. We like knowledge over here. We like to know things over on this side over here and on the Pomo tribe. Welcome in. Do tell what you want us to know. Like the Chef Boyardee commercial. We don't know how long he knew about her. She lied about AJ for 2 years. Yeah, but with Kalani, guys, those of you, because I wasn't watching her then, so those of you that were watching back then, what was the story about that? When she got pregnant with Kalani, who did she say the daddy was? Was that the Jamaican cop story? Because I keep hearing that pop up. Or did she try to pin Kalani on AJ's dad? What was the story about that? Because we know she wasn't forthcoming. She didn't say it was a random one night stand. How did that story go?
But anyway, yeah, he told you guys a lot of nothing. So I don't know. I don't really care what he said. He could say Olivia. Anything. I don't really care. I didn't really pay attention to anything he said. I didn't really care. It was just that part because I talked to Stella and she said the kids are good. Bitch.
Okay.
Don't even say my mom's name. Okay, bitch. For real.
No, you look like your mama name.
Anyway.
That decrepit name. Yeah, you real. Okay. Southside.
Shout out to the 125,000 people that have subscribed to my channel. Thank you guys so much. I love y'all. That is so good. Now, for the messy portion of this live, let's get the likes up. Everybody hit the like button. Thank you for the like. Thank you so much, baby. I'm about to get up and go get some more fruit punch. I'm obsessed. Oh, it's cold up in here. It is so cold. It is so cold in Texas, you guys.
Yes, I do remember him saying that, and he said he didn't know she had the 3 kids, the 3 older kids, because that's how she sell herself online. And she don't sell herself as having 5 kids. And you know she definitely not gonna do it now. When this new one dropped, she trying to exit older 3 out of her life. She probably never gonna tell them about those 3 until they come around. Until the man actually come around, and she's gonna have to talk about it. Yeah. So she lied and said he was a rich older white man at first. Lord have mercy. First, she said AJ and Kaka had the same father. Then she changed it to Joey. I did hear about that. And then I came in when she was talking about how Joey was paying for everything, and Joey was just the best man ever. That's the part when I came in on the situation. Yeah, she said Joey was so dreamy and got her looking like a damn nightmare. Right. Joey was just paying for everything. And he did come out and debunk that when he did his live about he wasn't paying for nothing. All them lies she told, which we didn't believe it anyway, but still. Yeah. So he had no proof, right? But then when you got really mad at him, you said he didn't have no money. You said he was broke. So you see how that goes? So he couldn't have possibly been lying when he said he didn't pay for nothing. Her house sub count could be trolls she blocked and they have to make another name, but they forget to unsub. Yep, that's what people have been saying. There are a lot of those over there besides the bots or people that she blocked and they didn't unsubscribe because her numbers don't change. Yeah, her number has just been in that same little situation. I think she bought some a couple of months back. She bought some more, but she probably ain't really had the money here lately to do that. Mm-hmm. That's why she's still begging for likes, Every time you turn around, she's begging for likes. So that in itself, people with them high numbers, I don't ever hear them begging for likes. So,
I was waiting for this part. Let's get the likes up, y'all. I'm ready to like button.
I think so too, Christina.
I want to. Well, I'm gonna just press out my own hair, y'all. I have all the tools to do it.
Of course,
so I'm gonna do it real quick.
You don't have money to go to.
And that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to dye it, press it, do my nails. But
Brokey gotta do everything at home. She ain't never experienced going to get nothing professionally done. Like this is what we're talking about her. Like she has not ever gotten anything professionally done. She's broke.
I don't know if I want to have my hair pressed and down when I go to Cali, or I just want to wear a wig. Wigs are so much easier. You are confident. I'm not feeling it. What color? Black. What do you mean, baby? What's going on, babe? You're an Australian. I have a lot of Australian viewers. I noticed that. Excuse me. I'm nervous. For what? For the inspection? Don't be nervous, baby. Everything's going to work. Everything's going to work out.
Dang, I just, I know I've heard several people say this about buying the YouTube plaque off of Amazon. And so I just now put it in. And y'all, I'm not saying y'all were wrong, but I just never went and looked at it. I see it right here. And you can customize it. Wow. Yeah, have anybody ever seen that was around when she claimed she got it? Did anybody ever see a letter? Yeah, it's like $63 now. Yeah, it's like $63 to get it. It's $75 for the black, $63 for gold and silver. Yeah, because the last 2 days, let me see, I know at least one day. Well, I may just seen her plaque and sitting in the back. But someone other day, she got hers in the mail. She got her YouTube plaque in the mail. And she was showing the actual box. And she showed that, and then she went on to the next thing she got. She talked about we did it because all the ups and downs I've been through, blah, 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 but she didn't sit there and just rant and rave about it and do all the things about it because she generally earned it, and she's earned other things in her life. So, her only accomplishments was not just getting pregnant, because that person, she has one child.
God got your back.
Hey, Nearly.
No, I understand. I get it. Let me tell you something. Right now, I'm noticing that everybody is having a hard time. People are, not everybody. I'm sure some people are doing better than others, but most people, everyone is, dealing with what they have to deal with. Oh, I need to do my lashes too. Yeah, I'm definitely redoing my lashes. Everyone is dealing with what they have to deal with, But I think if we focus more on not what we're going through, but how we're going to get through it, you are going to get through it. Okay? I'm never going to let up. This is going to put us right into our conversation. I'm never going to let up on the fact that I went to jail for 42 days. I think it was 43 days. I went to jail for 43 days of my life, wasted my motherfucking time, and people thought they could play with me. It's up. It is fucking up. I'm never gonna let off, and it's fucking up. Okay? I don't care that I'm having a baby. I don't care. I'm not gonna let that slow me down. I am going to give everybody what they're looking for. Okay? I'm grateful for my experience, because my experience made me stronger. It made me wiser. I didn't think I could get much stronger, bitch, but I did. I got so much stronger, and I have a lot of shit to do this year. It's February, and I have a lot of shit to get done this year. Okay? Like, for real. Like, for real. Okay?
It's June, so I need to know, what has she accomplished? She got a lot to get done this year. This is June, almost damn July. We're in the middle of June. What has she gotten accomplished? Talking about moving again. Done had two traumatic, I ain't gonna say traumatic, two drama-filled men situations. What else has she gotten accomplished? Oh, done got rid of her first 3 older children. Okay. So you off to a good start. Continue.
People thought, and people still think shit is sweet. Shit ain't fucking sweet. Not at all. We're gonna act like it's sweet. We're gonna act like it's sweet. But ain't nothing sweet. And for anybody who had my motherfucking name in their mouth, it's up. It's up for you hoes too. I'm playing with y'all. Because let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all how bad bitches bounce back, okay? Let me tell y'all how bad bitches bounce the fuck back for a second, okay? Hold on. Hold, please.
She talk about being a bad bee while sitting there eating cheap fried food and pouring in some of the cheapest juice soda or whatever you can buy in the grocery store. This is y'all bad B right here. Please take a long look so you can emulate this and you know how to get your life together. This is how bad bees look. This is how bad bees live. Make sure you don't forget that she is sitting there pregnant. She's sitting there saying she in love with a man she just met. He don't have a car or anything like that. So, I guess she took him home, or maybe she did know where he lived. She took him home, or he Ubered. She's sitting here doing all this, still hadn't seen her oldest 3 kids since she's been out of jail. Yeah. So this is your bad B. So make sure y'all don't forget that, all right? All right.
We don't complain. We don't boo-hoo fucking cry. I want you guys to take note. I'm not saying I'm better than anybody. I'm saying I want you guys to realize this. We don't boo-hoo cry. We don't have pity on ourselves. We don't let shit slow us down. I got out of jail and I took off running. Okay? I didn't have time, not even sitting in a fucking cell did I have time to feel bad for myself. Feel bad for myself? No, we don't feel bad for ourselves over here. So, not only did I get out early, but I got in a fucking apartment within a week with horrible credit, with $60,000 behind on child support, with being pregnant, with motherfuckers deep down against me, trying to see me fucking fail, with everything stacked up against me. That's when a bad bitch prevails. Understand? So, some people will never get it because they're weak. I don't have time for weak shit. I never have, and I definitely don't now. Okay? If you're on that weak shit, you can get the fuck away from me. That's just that on that. I'm not going to coddle anybody. I'm not going to care about your feelings.
And this is what I meant about the personality disorder. You see how she just hopped from one thing to another with her tone and her personality? This is what I'm talking about with her. Now she's Billy Bad Bitch, the biggest baddest bitch on the internet. But then a couple of videos after this, or a few months after this, I'm depressed. I'm going through a lot. Y'all would never understand. I'm this, I'm that. Now you got all these things. You found your roach apartment. You had to take whatever you can get. But right here, you was so big and bad. You just came out running. You did not come out running. You came out sitting on the internet like you always do, sitting in that car. And you remembered this place, you went there, they let you move in. That's all you got. And then bragging about being in debt for child support. Who does that? Who does that? Deadbeats. That's who do that. Like you did all that ranting and raving just like that. And your life is a shit show. Lord have mercy, this girl. But this is what you put online for your kids and everybody to actually see. Because at this point, she hadn't seen the Web3.
I'm not going to care. I'm not the one. It's the truth. Resilience. And that's what's on my neck. You always ask me, this is resilience.
Girl, you don't know what they say.
Okay?
Liar.
And who the fuck knew I needed this tattoo? But I needed it. It was meant for me.
You don't know what to say on your
I'm
neck.
not going to say too much. I got a lot of shit planned. I'm going to keep all that shit to myself until the day comes when I can tell you guys my plan or plans. But
and she's still saying the same thing today, guys, to her Fugazi chat. She never tells them anything. I can't tell y'all right now. We'll talk about it later. We'll discuss that later. I'll tell y'all my plans later, and that day never comes. She can't tell them why she moving. We'll discuss that later. Her big plans, she can't discuss that with these people she say she love. You love them so much, but you don't never tell them anything. It's always later, later, later for you because it's always lies, lies, lies. It's just you talking at the side of your dirty neck. That's it. Yeah, a lot of shit planned for a decade. Ain't shit been done.
I am coming for every fucking body in 2026. Not in a...
Hold on. Then watch her demeanor, guys. I'm gonna need y'all to watch her demeanor. Watch her. She finna act like she just the bee's knees. But Lee said the tattoo. It probably say shrimp fried rice. It probably say I love men. And shit. It ain't no telling what that damn thing say. It might say I'm desperate for all we know. You know what I'm saying? Girl, move around with that. Who would have known I was gonna need this? Who would have known? Girl, stop it. You are such a clown. You are such a clown. Yes. Hey, Earthside. You are such a clown. Chiquita, welcome in. Anita, Miss Queen, guys, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Happy Juneteenth. If you don't celebrate, just know we are celebrating, and happy Juneteenth. Okay. Her infatuation was trying to prove the internet wrong and prove she's happy without Gerard has been a downfall. Well, hey, just get ready to listen to what she get ready to say. Again, if you're just not coming in, this is a throwback. This is not new. This was back from February, okay, of this year. So this is not new. All righty. So I titled this Stuck in a Circle of Loneliness.
I'm going to get you. You got me, so I'm going to get you. No, just in a way of I'm going to make everything that I went through right. I'm going to right my wrongs. I'm going to rewrite my story. And if you fucked me over, you spoke down upon me, you will see me. You will see me in 2026. You don't think so? Cool. 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 That's cool.
We still waiting. What we gonna see, y'all? What we supposed to be looking for? And in her chat, they played with you too much. What are y'all talking about? She went to jail because she refused to do what she's supposed to do. So how's that somebody playing? She played too much. And that's what happens when you think that there's no consequences. Everybody's not going to play with you. So what are y'all talking about? Like, jeez, this girl. And just to think she's still saying this today. No accountability. Nothing is ever her fault.
I want everybody to keep doubting what I'm capable of doing. Because for some reason, God and I look at that as a challenge. And God's like, you got this? I'm like, I got this. Let's go. For real. So yeah, that's all I really want to say. I just want to say it's forever fucking stuck. Because yes, I know I'm bigger, I'm better. And I do move on from things, especially things that don't require my attention. A lot of bullshit doesn't require my attention. But if you played with my fucking name, You played with me in any type of way, but just want to be like, oh, I have my own things to worry about. I'm not going to worry about you. But you played with my name. You play with my name. You play with my name. So yeah, that's all. Just get ready. That's all. Just get ready.
Y'all play with her name. Y'all better be scared. She said this back in February, so y'all better be scared because y'all play, because she ain't talking to me. But y'all better be scared because y'all played with her name. Y'all see that look she had? She mean business. Sitting there in front of all that fried food. She telling y'all she meant business. Joke.
Everybody get ready.
Clown.
It's gonna be a good year. I'm gonna pay my little $25 in child support today. I'm gonna pay my little $25 in child support. And I'm gonna make sure I stay on top of it until we get this shit settled. And yeah, everything's gonna be okay. You know, everything's gonna work out. You've been through so much.
And this, I think I did do something on this because that right there pissed me off. Because again, you want to say today you're such a good mother. You're such a good mother. You never did nothing to the Web3 to laugh about only paying $25 for the care of your kids. Now, I don't know what amount she's paying. She's not paying an amount to get it down how it needs to be given down. That means a couple of thousand a month. Okay. So the mere fact that you laughed, that devilish laugh like you always do, what's so cute about that? But you've never done nothing to your kids. Refusing to pay for their care, you're doing something to your kids. It's affecting them. It is. Because they could be having more. They could be having their future set up even more. The more money they have to set their future up, the better it is. So yes, you're doing harm to your children. But this is what you sit and do. And you think it's cute. Look how you looking. Like trash. But you want to sit up there and put these TikToks out with all the makeup on and all the filters on like you so cute. And nothing cute about you. Nothing.
With the divorce and fighting for the kids. Girl, it's okay. Keep fighting. For sure. And I don't even like to call it fighting because ain't nobody fighting. That nigga's fighting his own war, okay, inside his own head. Ain't nobody fighting with him. Don't even let him feel that special to think he's fighting with me, okay? Don't even give him that much credit. We're not fighting, my nigga. I don't give a fuck about you. I talked to him a couple times on Friday. Ain't nobody fighting with him. I want my kids. That's it. I got shit to say. Yeah, I let them stay with him this weekend. Because well, we're not going to get into that.
See?
We're not going to get into that.
See? You see how she always cut it short when she don't want to tell her bullshit? But she want to make it seem like I let my kids stay with him. No, that's where they live anyway. Yeah, but this is what she do. And then her chat will be like, he's so petty. How is he petty when she just said what she said? She don't want to tell why she didn't go pick those kids up. So, and remember, we all know that's not the only time she's ever done this. This is something that kind of irks me about Gerard Nim, him and his wife. And again, I don't know what they're doing behind the scene. So I'm just saying this from an ignorant standpoint, because I don't know. It's them allowing her to do this. You know what I'm saying? Not legally going after her when she's pretty much in contempt. If you want to throw the word contempt, you're always in contempt. Don't go get your kids when you're supposed to get your kids. No one cares what you got going on. You supposed to get your kids, get your kids. You got time to call a man over there and cook for him and flip-flop your ass all around that apartment. You should have been able to go get your kids. But of course, like you always do, you never tell the part of the story where you F up at. We're not going to go into that. We're not going to go into that. But you just want them to sit in your chat and call him all kinds of names.
Everybody wants to act like I'm something that I'm not, right? So I'm going to give them what they're looking for, right? I'm this and I'm that and I'm this and I'm that. Even though I've never been that a day in my life, I've always taken care of my kids. I've always been there for my kids. I always cried, fought, blood, sweat, and tears for my babies. But I'm still this. This is how you say I move? Then I'm finna move just like that. I'm finna move just like that. Until shit gets more aligned. Okay? I can't get into that. But all I'm saying is, you're saying I move like this?
She can't get into that. She can't get into that. See how that goes? And 4 months later, she's still having the same conversation until he get in line, until I can be the mother, until I don't have to fight, then I'm just not going to be involved. And she's saying all that after she's told the kids, I'm not going to pick you up anymore. Here, you told Gerard the same thing. I'm not going to get the kids. But you going into this whole little rant. Yeah. See how this goes? Stuck in a circle of loneliness. She just keeps rehashing and doing the same shit and thinking her life is going to get better. How, Sway? How? And this is how you always moving. Nothing has changed. Yeah, just delusion in her head. And she know exactly what's going on, but she won't tell her chat that, right? I can't talk about that. We're not going to get into that. Why not? Why not? I know why not. Because it's going to tell the true story about you. That's why not. If it has something to do with him, you don't mind talking about it. But if it has something to do with you and your F-ups, you don't want to talk about it. Got it.
Well, then I'm going to move just like this. Okay? I want people to waste their time, their resources, their years of age. I want people to waste all of that on children that are not theirs. Okay? Because at the end of the day, I will always be numero uno, baby. Okay? And that's all that matters. You know what I mean? That's all that really matters. My kids know what it is. I didn't leave Texas, so I have access to my kids whenever I need to have access to my children. And I will indeed use that access whenever I feel like I need to use that access. So get ready, because 2026 is going to be fun. Oh, I have peace. My life is very peaceful. Yeah, girl, I had a good weekend. A very good weekend.
And her weekend was only good because that man was over there. That's what she equates as a good weekend. How is your life peaceful and you haven't seen none of your kids? At this point, you have seen none of your kids. You have just gotten out of jail prior to that. So how is your life so peaceful? That's what you do, though. You read the chat and you just talk. You don't really think about what they're asking you. You just want to say something to sound like everything is groovy and great. Your life is not peaceful, because if it was, you wouldn't have just made that little rant like you made. That wouldn't have never came out of your mouth because you're at peace. It's just that simple. And you want it. She's getting ready to go in on the mother. So y'all need to get ready to buckle in for that, because that's what she's getting ready to do, because she already alluded to it right here. So that's where she's going with this whole conversation.
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes, yes. And look at God. God definitely restores.
Make that a title for one of our videos.
How much you guys want to bet that this is a girl? I don't think it's a girl, because I mean, yes, I want a girl, but honestly, now recently here, I've been saying to myself, I wouldn't mind if it was a boy. You know what I mean? Then I would have 3 and 3.
Hey, Sean.
But I just know it's a girl because I know how God works. God restores anything that man tries to take from us. You know what I mean? He does. That's just what he does. And people thought that they were going to take my motherhood away. They thought that they were going to strip that away from me. And instead, God was like, you're not being stripped of this. And on top of it, I'm going to give you 3 additional children that you'll always have in your care. You know what I mean? That nobody can take from you. Girl.
Y'all heard it? That's her demonic thinking. That's all this. God talk is nonsensical to me. I'm just putting it out there. Y'all can feel how you want to feel. This is my thoughts. Because she just used God as her convenience. You know what I'm saying? So God restores. That's not how this works. You lay down, had unprotected sex, and you got pregnant. That's it, and that's all. For all 3. None of them were planned. So don't talk about God restoring nothing. God's not going to restore something that's in the pits of hell that you doing on you intentionally doing. You intentionally having unprotected sex with men you don't know. They're not your husband. Men you don't know. And you're getting pregnant. That has nothing to do with God. That has to do with your irresponsibility, your immaturity. That's all that is. That's it, and that's all. Nothing's being restored. God would not bring this babies here in this mess that you creating, unbroken homes, into poverty, dysfunction, toxicity, nastiness, pettiness, connivingness, all the nesses in the world. He wouldn't do that. So stop it. And no one can strip nothing from you. Those kids got taken away because you were unfit. And it's just always to this date, you just don't want to acknowledge what the judge said when he said what he said. And the mere fact you also put in writing, the kids will be better off with their father. But now all of a sudden, it's Nisha's fault. And God is restoring.
God restores. That's for sure. That's for damn sure. Because, girl, these babies just came out of nowhere. Where did I find this soda? At the fish place. I wasn't even looking for this man. And here comes this man out of nowhere. I love him so much. They're gonna love me regardless. Regardless, honey. And I walked away with my sanity, my dignity, and everything else, okay? Because, girl, I'm sorry. Thank you, God. Thank you, God, honey. Yeah.
Where is the dignity at, Liv? Where's the dignity in you sitting there pregnant again? And you talking about you love some man so much that you've known a good week. Where's the dignity in all of that? And then you've already had sex with this man, and he's not the father of the child. So what dignity are you actually talking about? And if you walked away with all of that, why to this day in 2026, you're still ranting and raving about the situation, but you at peace with it. You've walked away with your dignity, all of this. So why are you still talking about it? And that's what the question that we keep saying over here. So you over here peeping and creeping, don't start seeping. Maybe at some point since you on your newfound journey, you know, I know it's only been 3 days, but maybe you want to sit back and listen to what's really being said. I know you listen anyway, because everything you've been doing is what the reactor's been talking about. Even simply giving the kids something to color on, little coloring sheets you've been doing over there. That's something that we've said over here, right? So if you're over here listening, this is what we're talking about with you. Let it go. You say you're letting it go, but you mentally got to work through this thing. All this conversation about Nisha, I know this was back in February, but you're still talking about her. You did it in one of your last recent videos. You're still blaming everything on her and nothing on you.
I'm so full. No. Who? The father of the baby's gonna be there. Who you talking about? This baby? No. This is I have a boyfriend, and the boyfriend is another guy. He's not the father. Well, you know, he's not the bio father.
I have another boyfriend. Listen to that. The baby's on there, Brianna.
Oh, Milo's mom.
Someone said skip the Pat smack, and I can't do that because we missed the stuff she's talking about. Yeah, trust and believe me, that is annoying, but she's saying stuff that I want to actually make a comment on, so that's why I'm not skipping that part. Somebody said something. The babies aren't there. The babies aren't there yet. This is an old video from back in February. The kids are in California at this time, so she's the only one at the house right now. So that's why she's not. Yeah, you would think she's eating, you know, she got a lot of food, but I mean, you know, she bought food for a lot of people. No, it's just for her.
I know, baby. My kids love me. My kids love me so much. It's like they yearn for me, you know what I mean? And I yearn for them. It's the same thing. Like, we love each other so much. And when I spoke to this man on Friday, I said, I don't want to talk about shit. I want my kids 50-50 of the time. We share custody. He just has them primarily in his household. I'm not a drug addict. I don't beat them for fun. I don't neglect them. I don't starve them. I clothe them. I bathe them. I take care of my children. I want my kids half the time. That's it, motherfucker. And that is motherfucking all. And I'm standing on that. And if you can prove that I'm somehow unfit or some shit, then motherfucker prove it. If you cannot prove it, then give me my motherfucking kids and leave me the fuck alone.
Same shit she just did the other day, right? They already proved that you were unfit. What were you talking about? I don't beat my kids for fun. No, you probably don't do it for fun, but who's to say you don't do it? You barely feed them. You don't clothe them. You don't clothe the Web3. You show us something you bought them of quality, not some little cow suit you got from the Goodwill. Right? Show us something of quality you've bought the Web3. Oh, you did buy some little cheap shit for Easter. You did do that. Okay. So we can point out 1 or 2 times you've bought something. So this is what you like to sit and do, but you've already been deemed unfit. So you thinking you telling him what he got to do? He don't have to do shit. And you know he got full custody of those kids. You have your visitation. That's it. And you know that, Liv. And you don't barely want to do that. You just sit here and said you told him that he can keep the kids for the weekend. So what are you talking about 50-50 for? We already know. I'm just rhetorically saying, I'm just pointing out her bullshit, guys. I know she only want them because she think that that's going to reduce the child support. But we know when the kids are over there, she can't handle them for the weekend. How is she going to handle them more? And when they got to get to school on time every day. We already know she can't handle those 5 kids. We know that. She couldn't handle 3 by themselves when she had them. That's why she's deemed unfit by the state of Texas. You are unfit. So all that you did right there, and it's clapping like you really doing something. That's what I'm saying. The personality disorders, that's what we're talking about. And she talks so bravado, like that's it. You better do it, and that's it, and that's all. What else? Nothing else can be said. I just want my 50%. And she's still talking like that today. Has it worked out for you? How's that working for you? All this bravado you be doing, what has actually changed? You haven't changed to even show that you need them 50% of the time. That's the gag, Rumi, Betty Joe. You haven't changed anything about yourself to prove you need these kids 50% of the time. You sitting here pregnant yet again, but you gonna tell us you went in on him on that Friday because you want your kids 50% of the time, but you sitting here pregnant and you in an apartment, a 2-bedroom apartment.
That is it, and that is all. The fuck? This ain't, let's talk about it, let's negotiate, let's motherfucking rendezvous, no. I don't have shit to motherfucking talk to you about. Not a fuck thing. But he's gonna fight with me because guess what giving me my kids half the time does? What does that do to him? What does that do? Oh no, I wanted to see that comment. The haters are so funny. You bitches being here tough watching. Tough as fuck, okay? You're so delusional. You bringing more kids into your mess is so cruel. Him getting custody was the best thing that could happen. You're so toxic. Really? How am I so toxic? How am I so toxic? Oh, did my mod block you? Oh no, I think she just deleted your comment. How am I so toxic? Because you bitches don't like me? Because I make you guys hurt your feelings? That's how I'm so toxic? Because I get dick? Is that why I'm so toxic? How am I so toxic? I don't give a fuck what you bitches think of me. You bitches can think I'm the devil reincarnated, bitch. I don't give a fuck. That ain't got shit to do with my kids.
Well, actually do. And the judge said the same thing. You're toxic. They just put it in a more legal way. But they pretty much said the same thing. And that's who matters too. Because they able to say that, no, those kids will not be with you. Because you get DICK. And what? Like we've had this conversation so many times. This is one of your shortcomings right here. That you think that that's life. While you're sitting there pregnant yet again. And that's life.
Not a fuck thing. It does give him a break. So you would think he would be like, yes. And he doesn't have to pay as much money on food and this and that and water and lights. Of course. It gives him a big break. Him and his his wife. It gives him a huge break. So why wouldn't he do it? Right?
Who said he wanted a break? So you see how her chat like to get things going, and that's what she love. And I've told you she's gonna get ready to try to go in on Nisha. Who said he wanted a break? You don't know how he feel about being over there with his kids. So who said he wanted a break? And she always bringing it back down to bull crap. He had less money, water. No, that's not. You don't care nothing about none of that. Because if you did, you wouldn't act the way you do. And they supposed to come over there and live in a 2-bedroom apartment with you. Wow. But you love your kids.
Why wouldn't he be like, yes, Olivia, let's do it. Teamwork makes the dream work. Why wouldn't he do it? You know why? Because he doesn't have control over Olivia anymore. Right? Right. Because I've said that a bunch. Yeah, you'll have more time. You can go on more vacations. You can spend it with your wife. You have all the time in the world. You give me 50-50 time. Hi, Jen. But no. No. Did that person answer me? I was so much happier when I was with him. You're right. I was happier. I was so happy being cheated on, made feel like I wasn't worthy. Anything I did wasn't good enough. You're so right. I was so happy. Now I'm just a mess. Where? Where am I a mess? No, the haters chime in, and I love to debunk them. Because it's like word vomit. Did I say, hey, Jen? Hey, baby. It's like word vomit. They have word vomit.
No, that would be you. I'm glad you said that. So now I can start using that word vomit, because word salad, yeah, then you have to vomit the words out because they so rotten and moldy and mushy and gushy. So yeah, word salad, and then you spit it out your dirty mouth. It comes word vomit. Got it. Thank you for that. Someone in the chat said, why is the judge not giving you 50-50? Yeah, because you always blamed it on him and his wife. But the judge has to actually, even if he wanted to, the judge would still have to stamp the approval on that. That means you would have to come to the table showing that you deserve to have them 50%. As I stated, you've done nothing. You've done nothing in the last 5-6 years to prove anything. Your life has not improved. And you know that. That's why you just come to the internet talking this shit, because you know that you can't go stand before a judge talking like this. You know that. And so once they said, can you get a tougher lawyer to get them back in your home? Really? Because see, this shows y'all don't know the story of how many lawyers she actually had, and they dropped her. Okay? So this what we talking about in her chat. She talks like this, and they swear up and down that she's the victim.
They just say anything. Where? This is a mess? How is this a mess? I don't see, do y'all see a mess? I mean, it is kind of messy. It's a mess? How is my life a mess? Am I strung out in a crack house down the street? My kids are, I don't understand. They could never pick them up. They could never. Bitches could never do what I do, ever. And that's why they hate so hard. Understand, a bitch wouldn't hate on you if she didn't automatically think that you're better than her. Period, point blank. I don't have to think I'm better than you bitches. You bitches think I'm better than you. And with that, that's all that needs to be said, honey. Because if I'm so low down, dirty, shame, rotten, this, that, and everything else, bitch, you bitches wouldn't waste your time on me. But instead, you bitches try to clock everything I do, watch everything I do, follow everything I do, complain about everything I do. I'm sorry I get dick. I'm sorry. I'm sorry my head be banging on the headboard almost every single night. I'm sorry. You don't know what this life is like. I'm sorry. You don't get attention. I'm sorry. You're not pretty. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
So you just heard everything she talked about. of what people are jealous of. That's the only thing she got. That's what people are jealous of. And oh gosh. The men you get this DICK from ain't worth a damn. They bottom of the barrel like you. Okay, and that still ain't nothing because homeless people do that. So what now we talking about? You're not pretty. You're not. Not even with all the makeup on, you're not. That's all you got. That's it. And that's what you bank your whole life on is SCX and looks. That's it. That's what everybody's jealous of. You said nothing about education, having common sense, your maturity, you're a responsible person, good mother. You didn't even talk about being a good mother right here because you're not one. You didn't even talk about that. Right? They jealous of my parenting. Nothing. Nothing materialistic you talked about because no one's jealous of any of that. You have not changed. This is like this is really your thought process. Like this is just going back and looking and just really knowing this is your thought process. This is what you do. You click live to do this. And it's bullshit. That's why you drink. Don't ever forget that part, guys. When she knows she's lying and she's full of it, she's going to do something for a distraction.
You can't have babies. I'm sorry. You are broken on the inside. I'm sorry. You look the way you look. I'm sorry. Like, I don't know what else to say. I'm sorry. But toxic, no, not when it comes to my kids. Not at all. Toxic is who they're with now. That's toxic. Okay. Me, not at all. I'm a very good mom. I take care of my kids very well. I shelter them. I love them. Did I say I'm a very good mom? No. I'm a bad mom. I want to coin that. I am a bad mom. You know why? Because I don't want to be nothing like you good moms. And I'm not talking about the women who actually take pride in being a good, decent mother. I'm talking about the bitches who try to correct other mothers on everything that they fucking do. And shame and degrade and this and that. Bitch, fuck out of here. Fuck you. You're horrible. You're a horrible person. Period. What did I say? I'm just rambling.
You're just rambling because you just talked about yourself. Like you always do. When you start getting into all these descriptive terms, you're always talking about yourself. You just described yourself.
They would have some empathy. No, they don't have to have empathy. That's the thing too. I have gotten this far without any empathy. I think that that's half the thing that makes me as strong as I am. The fact that I got no empathy during my situation. That's what made me even fucking stronger. Not saying that it's right, but everything shaped how I am today. Everything. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And people that are close to me, people that are close to me have their own opinions on the way I've handled my life for the past 5 years. I don't think I've done anything wrong. I think that I've lived my life. I've talked my shit. I've been who I am and I stayed solid. That's all that matters in life, is that you stay solid, you stay who you are, who you truly are. And that's exactly what the fuck I've done. I don't care if I've shaved my head 10 times. I don't give a fuck if I've had 3 more children. I don't give a fuck if I've had 10 more niggas, bitch. I've remained the same person. I've always taken care of my kids. My kids never went without a meal, a roof over their fucking head, clothes on their fucking back, or none of the sorts.
Okay. So one thing is you haven't changed. That's the problem. If you're bragging about you haven't changed, that's the problem. Okay. That's that. Next thing is you gain no accountability. And you said your kids never always had a roof. Okay, what was that big tobacco you did in Florida when you said you was homeless? What was that about? Okay. The other 3 haven't been around you enough. Like you haven't had them. At this point in time, how long have they not been living with you? And again, you don't buy them nothing. You won't buy them a pack of pencil to start the new school year off. You won't buy them a backpack to start the new school year off. But you're a great mother. Okay. And of course, we can always regurgitate everything else that we've already talked about. But yeah, this is the deal with you. This is what you were saying a few months ago. And it hasn't changed. You just won't take accountability for your F-ups, Leah. You don't. You'll let it slip out a little bit. I done wrong, but then you'll go back into your little rant like you do it now. And me personally, your life is always going to be how it's going to be because you don't take accountability. So that means you're really not correcting. Like you want to do that little blog the other day, I'm just really trying to be a good person. It's not going to happen because you don't sit in your shit and own up to it. And I'm not saying you got to come to the internet and do it, but you sitting in your shit is going to take a long haul. It's not something that's going to happen overnight because all the mess you have done over the years, it's a long journey for you to actually become a decent person. A long journey. Because you have to get with some professionals and they got a lot to sift through when it comes down to you. It's not something you're going to be able to do on your own. But you're going to have to be open to it and you're going to have to work the journey. And it's going to be a long one. So you can get on here and do all that you want to do. You trying to be a good person because you watch somebody on TikTok. All that is just bullshit. That's all it is. It's just bullshit. It's just another way for you to sit up and make a video. And that's it. You can look at your face here. Look at your whole body language. Yeah.
Never rode a fucking public transportation bus. Bitch, my kids have never gone without. So I'm straight. I don't give a fuck what nobody thinks. Even with my situation now. Yep, I am pregnant by a nigga, and guess what? I'm fucking a whole nother nigga. What about it, bitch? What are you gonna do? You're gonna shame me? She's such a whore. I don't give a fuck. And you're ugly. I'd rather be a whore than be ugly.
You shitting me. Hey, y'all know I done already said it. Give me ugly for 100, Alex. Give me ugly. At least my body is not being trampled on, trampled through all these spirits. That's another thing with you. You got so many spirits inside of you from all these random men. Who sits and say they'd rather be a hoe than be ugly? And the fact of the matter is you're both. So what struggle we going with? You got to pick a struggle here. That's the gag. You're both there. So yes, some people out here, we have options and we're going to take those options. Okay? Because ugly is subjective. But the point of the matter is you're ugly from the inside out. And it just shows all over your whole being. For you to let that come out your mouth because you don't think, who in the world says, I'd rather be a hoe than to be ugly. And then you don't even get paid to be one. So somebody out here on the streets that getting paid big dollars for it, they may say something like that. You don't even get paid for it. You don't even get rewarded with a Taco Bell burrito. You don't get rewarded with flowers. You don't get rewarded with nothing. So you rather be a 304 than to be ugly. Yeah, and this is somebody's mother that done create a digital footprint. Yeah, that have daughters, right? Remember, she sit up and say what her daughter shouldn't see. Oh, my kids saw him fighting his sister. Yeah, but your kids can also see this video right here. And their mother, in quotation marks, saying she'd rather be a 304 than be ugly. Yeah, I'm effing another man out pregnant. So what? So what? Your daughters can see this too. You see how this works? So don't sit here and talk about what the girls, what the kids are seeing over there with their daddy. Focus on what they're seeing through your videos. Okay.
That's just me. And I will never change for nobody. So yeah.
I'm going to stop it again. Y'all know I got to. The last video, the last vlog she just did, those of you that haven't seen it, when she's trying to act like Mother Teresa, she said, I'm going to stop cussing. I'm going to stop cussing. I'll do anything. I'll change and do anything for my kids. And what did she just say right here? And she said it many times before that she would never change. But now all of a sudden in your Mother Teresa video, you would do anything for your kids. You would change for your kids. You would stop cussing for your kids. Hey, Mocha Madness.
Do I get a disability check? No, but I'm looking into it. Yeah, I'm looking into getting a disability. Why not? All these other bitches get disability checks. Why not? Why not, bitch? Why not? Why the fuck not? Don't let me get a disability check, and you bitches are gonna be real mad.
Everything is always about the internet. That the bees are gonna be mad, the haters are gonna be mad. You know, she get her body together, the haters are gonna be mad. She get disability check, the haters are gonna be mad. You know, it's always she does everything for the internet because again, she has no life. She has no friends. She have no family. She has nothing going on outside this internet. So it's always about she thinks she's going to make the quote unquote haters mad if she get her life together. So you getting a disability check is going to make the haters mad. Why? Why? Like you just say anything, but it's like you live to prove things to strangers. That's all that you wake up every day. That's why your life is not going to change because you don't wake up to improve yourself for you, improve yourself for all these kids you bringing in the world. You don't, that is never your goal for the day. It's all about proving something to the internet, to a bunch of bees. Because you're not even really trying to prove it to the chat. It's just there to soothe your narcissistic ways, to build you up because you need that. That's your oxygen. They're there to build you up, but you come on here because you want to try and prove something to the internet. And that's got to be exhausting. It has to be. because you always sit here and want to make it seem like it's okay that you're pregnant yet again. And you know that you knew from the get up it was never okay. That's why you never talked about the pregnancy until now. Now you want to talk about it all the time. You never talk about that pregnancy.
Authentically themselves, 100%, baby. I mean, that's all you can be in this world is authentically yourself. And authentically myself, I'm not a bad person. Yeah, Jen from corporate is in the room. Yes, Jen from corporate. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and ask Jen from corporate, okay?
Hey, S.C. Johnson.
That's all you can be is authentically yourself and authentically being me. I'm not a bad person. I'm not broke. And when I say broke, bitch, I mean I don't lack soul. I don't lack heart. I don't lack
Lies.
I don't lack heart.
You lack
I'm nothing but heart.
No.
Okay?
No.
So that's why you bitches can never
that's not
fuck with me.
You lack all of that.
I'm unfuckwittable. And that's just what the fuck it is. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you do. I'm not finna change. I don't care who thinks I'm a bad person or whatever the fuck you think, because I live unapologetically on the internet. Bitch, so what? I'm gonna keep doing it. No one's finna change that about me. No one. And if you think you are, you can kiss my motherfucking ass, bitch, because I'm not. I don't care who thinks what. Girl, think it. Talk about it. Write a book. Write a story. Sell some newspapers, bitch. Do whatever you gotta do, because all you're doing is running my motherfucking name. But the bitches who step out of line, try to enter my life, harass me, all this other shit, I'll see you. I'll see you soon. Best believe that, okay? Yeah, I have a lot of stuff in the works. A lot of stuff. So, with that being said, I'm done. I'm done. I think bitches should tread lightly. Don't ever fucking have my fucking name in your mouth again, bitch. We're not built the same. We're not manufactured the same. Bitch, we don't come from the same walks of life, ho, and you could never deal with the shit that I've dealt with. You would crumble under the amount of fucking pressure that I have felt. You would crumble and never make it out of. So recognize a bad bitch when you see one, please. My food was delicious. Thank you for asking. Yes, my father has met my kids. Thank you. No, when I stopped completely, because I could say before I went into jail that I didn't give a fuck. Sure, I didn't give a fuck, but there were still some things that I wasn't comfortable sharing. Now, I mean, I'm not going to tell you guys everything, but now I truly.
Yeah, we already know you're not going to tell everything. You never do. You never do. You never tell the part where you F up. And I'm going to keep saying that. You don't. So you don't ever tell everything. You just talk in circles, and you want to again try and make everybody around you look like the bad person. You the only victim in the situation. Everybody else is the bad people.
Don't give a fuck, because what are you gonna do about it? What is anybody gonna do about it? What was anybody gonna do about it? Talk about me? Girl, I don't give a fuck. I don't care about that. That's irrelevant. Like I said, the ones that I need to deal with, the ones that take it too far, the ones who, y'all know who I'm talking about. Oh, they gonna see me. They gonna see me, honey, in 2026. And I'm finna drain the fuck out them pockets. Because you can't get away with saying whatever you want to say. And I'm gonna show you better than I can tell you. Just give me a minute, because I'm handling some other shit first, and then I'm on my way. And it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna love every single minute of it. Every single minute of it. Every and any minute of it. I'm gonna enjoy. Just like people enjoy trying to hurt me. People do not hurt me because you just can't hurt me. But I'm going to enjoy it. Yes. Thank you, Balanced. I appreciate it. Whew. I just don't get. You don't get what everybody wants from me. They want me to quit. That's what they want. They want me to give up. They want me to say, they want me to surrender. Bitch, I'd never. Never. Oh, my baby's texting me. Hold on, you guys.
Oh, okay. That's who Kara was.
If I quit, their channels are done. Girl. He said he misses me. Of course he does. Who wouldn't miss me? And you know what, you guys? I was even thinking on my way home. I think that this is going to work out with this guy. But in case it doesn't, I want to be nice. Just in case he ever sees this. I don't want him to think I don't care. It's not that I don't care if it doesn't work out. But bitch, I'll keep it moving. You understand? Like, I'll just keep it moving the same way I always have. You feel me? A part of me wants to stay single because I'm such a bad bitch. And it was so funny. I watched this guy on fucking Instagram. He's so funny.
So you see her say she got home because she took him where he had to go. He didn't have a car. So, yeah, she had to go take him where he needed to be because he had been over there with her all weekend. Yeah. So we're going to watch a few more minutes and then I'm going to stop it because this is one of her long ones and we'll just pick up the rest later. Let me hear this.
I love him. His name is Jake. And he's this gay guy and he is just the funniest fucking thing. They look like a man. Oh shit.
Straight like that.
Oh shit. You feel me? It's just like some bitches gotta do what they gotta do. I don't. So yeah, you know. So they'll never understand. Some bitches will never understand my life choices, why I do the things I do, why I'm not like so upset to not be with the father of my bitch. You know I'm not with this baby daddy? Because he ain't shit. That nigga thought he was shit, but nigga, you ain't shit. So thank you. Go about your life. He thought I needed him. He thought I was about to get pregnant and I was going to be crying over him or some bullshit. Okay, nigga. Well, he got a rude awakening because he's been calling my phone and a bitch don't answer. You don't have to deal with shit, Mimi. Exactly. And if all else fails, you know who you got? Yourself.
So y'all see the lie she just told? And I think I'll stop it here because she's going to get into Nisha and all that. And I want to come back to that because it already be live. It'll be too long. But now, when she called herself giving the last exposure the other day, right? She didn't say anything about he had been calling her phone since she got out of jail. Only thing she talked about was November, I guess. October, November, whatever that bullshit she was talking about. Now here, she want to say he had been calling her phone. She is such a liar. She is such a liar. Oh my God. You so in love, but you sitting here talking about another man. I don't know anybody that's so in love and newly in love that you even sit on here and talk about another man and his wife. Because she's going to get into that. This is like a 2-hour and some hour live. And she's going to actually move. I think she's going to move to the couch and she's going to actually start talking about Nisha and him. And it's like, but you say you newly in love, so why would you spend your time talking about them? She don't love anybody. She's just be using the word, like I said earlier. She just say things to say things. She don't know what love is. How you love this man? You don't even know nothing about that man. Just because he came over there and have sex with you. Like, that's, you love him. I can't with her. I cannot with her. Video told us Steve Carol left because people are calling her out and making fun of her. And I think because Jen wanted the spotlight. Grown ass women. Like, y'all, them women that be up under her, they worse than, well, I don't know if they worse than her because she's pretty bad, but they in the same category with her. Because there is nothing about her that would make me ever think I want to be friends with her. There's nothing about her. And then y'all just friends with her on the internet. So y'all looking at this right here, and this is something y'all want to be friends with? And Jen done met in person at this point. And then she gonna, I guess somebody in the chat was saying that Cat Daddy was made up. And she was like, no, how can he be made up when I've met him in real life? So that's the thing with her. She really, like, she thinks Liv is something. I don't know what kind of thought process, all this, she a nurse shit. I don't care nothing about none of that. Anybody, if you do what you need to do book-wise, you can become a nurse. That don't mean that you're a good person. Not all nurses are good people. Okay? No profession, everybody is a good person, guys. It's just not. You know what I'm saying? So her thought process, no, damn that. And she might not even be a real good nurse, to be honest with that. Like, there's different types of nurses. Yeah. So I don't reverence her at all. She's an idiot. Yeah, they're horrible just like anybody else. That's where I'm at with it. My baby, like, she's just as bad. You sit here and look at this, and this is what you trying to be friends with? Shit, hell no. And you didn't even know her. When you met her through this internet, and she's always been a horrible person. So it's not like, oh, somebody you met, they were a good person and they just went through something and they just, the way they're acting now is da-da-da. No, this chick has always been a horrible person. And you've been giving her reverence ever since. That's why she made you a mod. So please, you horrible too. Anybody that deals with her is horrible. Even the men, y'all horrible too. Yeah, all he did was show her a fish spot. That's all he did for her. And she in love. Right. So that's it. We'll come back and do the rest of it because I do want to, because we just doing a throwback to show her, how horrible she is and out here today. She just going in a circle. We know how she do. Just a couple of months ago, this is what you was on. Now, I'm just going to try to do better by watching TikTok University. I'm just going to do better with my life. Like I said before, that's going to be a long journey for you, and it's going to involve professionals. And it's going to involve you having a real open heart and mind. And again, it's going to be a long journey because you have a lot to unpack in your life. A lot. So all this again, your Mother Teresa speeches, your TikTok University, side notes, all that. Okay. I know it get your people in your chat to give you claps and you're beautiful and you're this and that. But after the curtain comes down, you still got to deal with you. All right, Liv, in that live, you turn off that live. That's why you stay on live so long, because when you turn off that live, you still got to deal with you. There's nobody giving you any accolades, any fake accolades, none of that. That's why you sit up and put up those TikToks with a bunch of makeup on. You put your kids on there so people can be, talk about how cute they are, how good of a mother you are. That's why you do all of that, because no one's telling you that in real life. Nobody. You got to sit at the park on live all day, sitting there looking like who said it, who done it, and why. Okay, so that's your life. That's your life right there, and it's kind of pathetic. We've been saying that, but it really is pathetic. And they're like, I was hoping you come live today. For what? For what? She doing the same thing, looking the same way. Like what? Yeah, that's why I say when she clicked go stop the live, she has to deal with the fact of her life. That is nothing. There's nobody in her corner telling her nothing. The live gives her oxygen every day. That's why she goes subscribers only. And they the one tell her, you're beautiful, you're a good mother, you're strong. But when that live is gone, no one's telling her that. That's again why she stay live all day. Yeah. Yeah, gossip about reactors runner. Because everything she been doing lately is what the reactors say she should have been doing. But people have to tell you what to do. And you 6 kids in, this is not your first child. It's not, this your second child. You have 6 kids and people telling you what you should be doing. Got it. Yeah. Yep. Straight like that says Zolo. Yeah. So, again, we just going and doing a couple of throwbacks because we comparing it to what she's saying now and just showing that you haven't changed, that your life is getting worse, but it's staying the same, but it's getting worse. Okay. So that's all we pointing out. And we'll come back and do the rest of this and possibly pick up the live she did yesterday. I guess it was yesterday. She'll probably come live today if she's not already live. But again, she's going to have to kick up some drama because she can't continue what she's doing. That's not comfortable for her. So she's going to have to do something to get something going. And that's just what she's going to have to do, in my opinion. Okay? That's just in my opinion. So I want to say one last time, happy Juneteenth. Happy Juneteenth. There's a reason for it. So that's why we talk about it today. And again, I'm Texas bred and fed. So I talk about Juneteenth. All right. I know Black history for some of us is every day. Every month, every day. But not for everybody. So, but we honoring today. All right, Juneteenth. So I appreciate you guys coming up in here, engaging as usual. We did talk about the Polygamous movie. We are going to do a live on that sometime next week. So if you haven't watched it and you want to, go ahead. But we're going to do that. Oh, yeah, and she in Texas. So is she going to go to any of the festivities? Get your kids immersed in the culture. Since you Black, as you say, I say not. But you're going to go do, it's free. There's going to be free events because we know you about the freebie. So you planning on going and taking them to any festivals or any, did you take them to any of a parade today? I'm sure there was one in Dallas. So there's free stuff out there for Juneteenth. I know that you're not really immersed because you said you don't care about cultures. You just care about Black men. But hey, I'm just throwing some suggestions out there. That's all. Yeah. So, yeah. So I just thought I'd throw that out there to you. So that's where we at with that. Somebody the other day said you should have the baby today, but then they stopped and said no, you should have the baby on Father's Day. Yeah, because again, that'll be a real big hoot. but it'll be sad for the child, but it'll be a real hoot, right? Yeah. Oh yeah. She said culture doesn't matter because she's ignorant. She don't know what culture's about. And most, let me not say that. I'm gonna just say there's a group of people out here that say that because they don't have culture. The groups of people that do have culture, they care about culture. So that's how that works, right? So that's why she's always proving that to me that she's not black. Okay. And don't have none of it in her, or wasn't raised around them. And so there we go. All right. So that's that. But again, I appreciate you guys coming in here, engaging into it all. We had some funny drop downs with the Arms of the Angels TikToks. That was really, really funny because all I can hear is that music in the back, and that's exactly what she been doing with them TikToks, the Arms of the Angels. Yeah, girl, move around. You doing too much. You're doing too much. You're doing way too much and trying to prove to the people that you are a good mother. Okay. But if you can hit that like button for me, I would appreciate it. Yes, everybody have a good day, whatever you might be doing. And yes, it's Friday. And if you're celebrating with your fathers, well, I'll see you guys before then. But if I don't, you're celebrating your husbands, your brothers, your sons, your fathers, your grandfathers, happy Father's Day to them. All the things. If you're going out to any festivities today for Juneteenth, be careful, be safe. And even if you're not, that's okay too. Just enjoy your Friday. Enjoy your weekend and, whatever you want to do, however you want to do it, right? Because as I always said before, you're not living like her. You good. You good. She think people jealous, but we not got all these things popping off, running around and talking about moving and kids and all that ain't happening. Okay, so whatever we choose to do, then that's what we gonna do. We choose to sit on the couch and do nothing, then we gonna do that. All right, so there we go. Yeah, reading the Bible, then talking like this. Yeah, I didn't see the whole vlog because I'm just like this girl. I said I was gonna go back and look at it because some of it I can't, put on. I don't put on here because I don't know where that music came from. But I saw the Bible stuff. Girl, who are you fake? I mean, and she was uncomfortable doing all that. And if you that serious about it, why you got to do it on live? Click off the live, pay attention to your kids, do your reading, get in your woosah. You got to do everything for the live. Yeah. All right, guys, have a good one. I will see you in the next one, and please stay in peace.